Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, okay, I have been wanting to do another one of these for a while. It has been a minute since I've done these, but I wanted to show you some of my recent Amazon favorites. Full disclosure, because I did recently move into a new house, the majority of these are like homeware type things rather than beauty items. So it's not like the facial steamer I've talked about in the past or things like that. I do have, gosh, do I have like one beauty item? I think I have one beauty item on here, but the rest of it is all good home stuff. There is stuff for cooking. There is stuff for cats if you have cats. There is home decor, and all of it is pretty damn affordable. I'm trying to think of what the most expensive piece is. I feel like every single thing is under $100. And these are some pretty high quality items. So anyway, if you are an Amazon shopper like me, I mean, how can you freaking avoid it? I want to avoid it, but they make it so damn convenient. Links for everything I'm about to talk about will be in the description box down below. And also, if you are curious how I got this look, it is likely already up on my Instagram and TikTok pages, which are also linked in the description box down below. And you can see how I got this look, but also if you just want to know the actual products, those are also down below. But let's jump into this. I am really excited. I don't know where I want to start, but I think I want to start with kitchen. Wherever I can, I'm going to be inserting clips here of these things in use. But the first thing I want to talk about, it's so funny to me because I thought that I was the only one who would kind of care about this. And then I posted about it on my Instagram stories and a bunch of you went nuts and a few of you even bought it just for my stories, which makes me so damn happy. Okay, look, I really like eggs, okay? I eat eggs very, very often. They're just really easy for me. I eat them mostly for lunches. They're just super easy for me. This is something that I've wanted for so long and I finally bit the bullet and I could not be happier. Okay, so this is the Dash mini egg cooker. So it's got a little top on it that comes off like this. It comes with these trays, but what I like to do with it is you have 6 spots here where you can put in eggs, okay? You take this little cup that comes with it and it tells you exactly how much water you need for the kind of eggs you want. So if you want a soft boiled egg, you only fill the water there. If you want medium boiled or hard boiled, you know, it just tells you. But on the bottom, we've got a little pin. I don't know how well you can see it. You poke a hole in your egg, you put it in here with the water, and that's it. You walk away. Well, you have to hit a button. You have to turn it on first. But literally, I just put it in and I walk away. Sometimes if I want them in the morning, I will just plug it in, take my shower, and by the time I come out, I have eggs. It's beautiful, okay? This thing is so good and it makes the most perfect medium boiled eggs I've ever had in my life. I am not good at making anything other than hard boiled eggs that are basically green because they've been boiling for too long, okay? This has been a game changer for me. If you are somebody who eats eggs, please, like, I can't even tell you enough how much you need this in your life, especially when it comes to, I can't wait to make deviled eggs with this because again, I'm not great at knowing the times to cook eggs and a lot of times I will either over or under boil. This is gonna make it so dang easy for me. And look, it's so small and convenient. It takes up such little space and plus, when the eggs are done, it sings to you. Now, I am warning you about that part because I did not know that that happened and it scared the living shit out of my cats. So I know to be prepared for it now, but in the beginning they were just like, this has been my favorite, like my favorite kitchen purchase in a very long time and it is so inexpensive. Again, if you eat eggs at all, highly recommend. Okay, we are gonna move on to something else that I was definitely influenced to buy. I saw something and I was like, damn it, I am now officially influenced and I have never looked back. Let me show you what our spices looked like when we first moved in, okay? I literally just took everything off my shelves, shoved it into a box, and anytime I needed spices for the first few weeks we lived here, I was digging through this box, okay? I knew I wanted some sort of storage solution, but I had no idea what. And then I saw this, and it changed my freaking life. This is a set of glass bottles that comes on its own shelf and you can put your spices into it to make everything neat and organized. It takes my organization brain and just makes me so dang happy. It comes with its own labels or it also comes with blank labels so you can write stuff on there. Like for example, you know, the seasoning that I have that I love, the everything but the elote season from Trader Joe's, like they don't have a sticker for that. So you can always write your own labels. But I just find this so, not just aesthetically pleasing, but it neatened up my spice drawer so well. I do still have some spices that I have left out of there, as you can see from the picture, and also like some seasoning packets. But it just made everything so convenient, and I can see where everything is now. And yes, I'm a nerd and I put all of my spices in alphabetical order. Stop judging me. I just really hated having to dig around, and even before they were all in a box jumbled, we had them on a shelf and I always had to like push around to find them. I just like having everything out, and the clear bottles make it so easy to see when you're running out of something. So I have yet to run out of a spice when I've needed it, which makes me really freaking happy, especially garlic powder, because I go through garlic powder more than any one human should. And yes, it did take me like maybe an hour to transfer all the spices into these jars and label them and everything like that. But oh my goodness, I just love it so much. I freaking love it. I already got my mother-in-law to buy it. I've gotten several other people to buy it because I love it. So staying in the kitchen in general, when we moved in here, we have a big island, okay, that you can put stools up to. Every time we went looking somewhere for bar stools, they were these like big black or brown wooden things, these like heavy things that just looked like ugly. They were just ugly, and I don't know, I thought we were just being so picky, and I was just like, God, isn't there something that like maybe has a little bit of a retro look to it, but once they're actually comfortable, enter these bar stools. We found these beautiful mint green cushioned bar stools on Amazon, obviously, and they are so damn comfortable. Now, these were not the cheapest things in the world. I think that for each stool, they were about $100, but oddly, that seems to be the average for bar stools is what we found. When we were looking around, we were expecting them to be like $50 each. No, they are not. And if they are $50 each, the quality is usually crap. The quality of these is amazing, so they are adjustable height, but most importantly for me, I like a stool to have a little bit of a back to it that I can lean into, and they are so cushy and comfortable that you can sit in them for long periods of time, which we do. We like to just sit and socialize there. Tim and I will like sit and have dinner there some nights. It's just really comfortable, and they look freaking cool. They're not big wooden monstrosities. You know, I like the fact that my kitchen is kind of like clean looking, and these just kind of keep that aesthetic, and they are so comfy. The only, I don't know if I would call this like a negative, but my cats do like to jump on them. As you could see in the clip, Piper really likes to sit at the counter like he is a Peoples, and there are definitely little pinpricks in it from where they've gotten their claws in. Now, I don't know if it's something that happens really easily or if there were a couple times where they've got their claws in and when they pulled out. But when I say pinpricks, I mean like literal pinpricks that no one would notice besides me. But again, the big thing for me is how comfortable these are. And we've had people of every size sit in these, from like the tallest person to me. I am 5 feet tall, and everyone is comfortable in them. Love these. I'm also going to call this a kitchen thing because it's something that I keep in the kitchen, even though it has nothing to do with like tools or sitting on or anything like that. So I have recently become addicted. I've talked about this in past videos, to bubble tea. And it's an addiction I'm really trying to get myself off of because, as you know, for the most part, bubble tea has a lot of sugar in it. And the one I really like is honey milk tea. So I decided that I wanted to start bringing just more regular tea into my daily, existence. And I asked a bunch of friends, like, what's a good, strong tea that you would recommend? And overall, my friends recommended this specific one, and I am in love with it. So this is Yorkshire Tea. I believe it's just a black tea. Yeah, just a rich and refreshing classic black tea. This is an English tea, and it stands up to itself. I know that sounds weird to say, but I feel like so many teas just get watery. I like a good strong cup of tea. I don't put anything in it. I just do drink it black, and I can't drink black coffee, if that tells you anything to how this tastes. Once in a blue moon, I will put a little splash of cream in it, and if I'm feeling like spicy, and it holds its own against cream, which I think is also a big deal because so many teas just instantly get to be just like a slightly tan water. No, this holds its own, and the flavor is so good and strong. And this is really inexpensive. For 100 bags, I think it was like $15 or something. It just, It smells so damn good. So if you are somebody who drinks like Lipton tea or something like that, try this out. I think you'll like it. This is one I've really been liking. Let's talk about some things in my makeup room in general. So I do have two things recently that I've gotten from Amazon that I want to talk about. The first one is something that I had in the past and I just repurchased, and I'll tell you why. It is a brand new makeup mirror, and it is a makeup mirror that has lights all around the side. You can change the color temperature. You can change the brightness. It has a USB port on the side. It is just nice and big and beautiful. And it's one of those things that I feel like makes my space feel more luxurious. It makes me want to sit down in front of my makeup mirror and just like spend time there and not rush myself. And it's kind of like, I know it sounds silly, but I feel like it encourages me to have more me time, because this mirror that I really enjoy, that I use all the time, this is just like I'm doing my makeup and then I'm on the go. The other makeup mirror is just kind of like a chance to like sit there and really luxuriate. And I know that sounds cheesy, but I really like the way it kind of ups the ante a little bit. And if you are somebody who really enjoys applying makeup or applying skincare or doing your hair slowly or things like that just to pamper yourself, I think that a mirror like this really takes it to the next level, as cheesy as that sounds. But I did have this same mirror before. The only reason I had to replace it is because the cats jumped on it and knocked it over to the floor, and it shattered. I was so sad, but I have to admit, now I do keep that makeup mirror on the floor. You can put some like museum putty or something like that on the bottom of it to hold it to the table so it doesn't happen like that. Or you can also hang it on the wall. I like it as just a freestanding mirror personally, but now I just keep it on the floor just to keep it safe, because it sits on the same desk that the cats like to look out of the window. But anyway, I just really, really love it. And I feel like it's a good kind of like treat yourself gift. Now let's talk about the rug I have in this room. I think this might be one of my favorite rugs I have ever owned in my entire life, and it was so freaking inexpensive that it blew me away. I don't know why I decided that the theme of my makeup room, and it's weird because you can't even see it because it's like, it's here, it's under me, it's everything like that. I wanted it to be snakes, and I don't know why, because actual snakes, like real live slithering snakes don't do this, by the way, and if they do, that's like Nessie, and I don't know, I'm not fucking with that. But I'm not a big fan of real live snakes. They do their thing, and I'm just like, cool, if you stay over there and do your thing, then we're awesome. But like pictures of snakes and images of snakes, love. And this snake rug, I love this thing so much. It is a low pile rug, so it doesn't get a whole lot of dust trapped in it. It's very easy to clean, and look how freaking cool it looks. It's one of those things that instantly brings style to a room, I feel like. And I know that sounds super overly dramatic, but I just love it. And every single person who has come in this room is like, whoa, that rug is intense. And I'm like, yes, it freaking is. It is a bold pattern. It is a bold design. I am so in love with it. My only gripe with it is because, and this is with literally, I think, any rug that is shipped, that especially low pile ones that are not shaggy, is that it took a while to flatten out. I did have to have boxes on it for quite a while, but now that it is like one of my favorite pieces of decor in the whole freaking house. I love it. I want to talk about one more rug that we got off of Amazon that I also am obsessed with. I keep saying I'm obsessed with stuff, but it's because I am. We were trying to think of a rug for the living room because we have teal walls and a gray couch, and we were like, we could do almost anything there, and we wanted something bold, so we got this zebra print shag rug. When I was looking at things like this on other websites, these were like $300 for something similar. And this rug, I want to say, was like $80. It was definitely under 100, and the quality is amazing. It is so soft. The cats freaking love it. I love it. It's so comfy and cushy, but it does seem to clean up easily. I was a little worried because it's a white, it's got white spots on it, but it cleans up so beautifully. We haven't spilled anything on it, knock on wood. We've vacuumed it plenty of times, and all the dirt comes up, and it looks good as new every single time. I love it. I really hope it holds up to the test of time, but I really think it will. The quality is great. I'm not seeing any shedding, and it looks so freaking cool. Okay, I want to talk about something that's going to seem so boring, but when I talk about, oh, this is my favorite decor item of the house, or this is my favorite purchase I have made for the house, period. End of story. Furniture, carpet, any of that. No, this is my favorite purchase I've made for the house, and I really want you to pay attention to this one. We have vinyl flooring throughout the house, okay? It's not hardwood, but it is vinyl flooring, and we do have, area rugs here and there, but for the most part, it's vinyl flooring. And I was looking for an easy kind of stick vacuum to be able to clean up here and there if it was cat litter or like crumbs on the floor in the kitchen, things like that. I saw this one on some sort of lightning deal, and I grabbed it just going, okay, well, this will do, for the time. I can't stress enough how this is my favorite purchase I've ever made for the house, and I use it every single day. This is a cordless stick vacuum, okay? You do charge it, and the battery lasts a long time. Like, I've been able to vacuum the entire house and have plenty of battery left. We just kind of leave it on the battery charger at all times, but it has a nice swivel head that makes it really easy to move around. I can do it easily with one hand, so I think if you have any, fine motor issues, that it would be easier to handle. It's not too bad. It is so lightweight, and it's really cool because on the very front of it, it has a light. And at first I was like, why would you need that? But when you're getting into like those little corners of your house, you can't see all the dust that's there or all of the red hair that seems to be literally everywhere in the whole house. So that light kind of helps me to see areas that I might be missing, and it gets every little single piece of dust, dirt, debris that might be around the house. It is amazing. The quality is so, so good, and the price was so right. If you have hardwood floors, vinyl floors, tile, even if it's just in like a room or two, I would probably recommend this purchase above anything else in the list. It is just amazing. Oh, wait. Do I want to do that or the Dash egg cooker? Both. Can you treat yourself to both? One of them is for, you really want a clean space when you're cooking your eggs. No, I think it would have to be, oh my gosh, I don't know. It's a tie between those two of like the number one thing I would recommend because they're so freaking good. I love that vacuum. Now, the last two things I talk about right after this one item are going to be cat things. So I wanted to get this one in first just in case you don't have cats. But I have kind of developed what scent I want in this house. And I don't know why. Like for my last house, everything was like kind of a gourmet flavor, I guess you'd say. So it was like strong espresso or, like a bakery flavor that was really kind of cinnamony or things like that, like spicy cinnamon. Whereas this house, I don't know why, but I immediately gravitated towards like musky ambers, things like that. And I'm trying really hard to be better about only using like soy or plant-based candles because those are better for breathing overall, both for humans and for animals. This one has by far been my favorite, and I've gone through several of these already. So this is by Voluspa. This is the Baltic Amber. So this is the small candle. I don't know if you can tell. It's like almost gone. I have gone through so many of the big ones already because it is the most heavenly smell. It smells just luxurious. I keep saying luxurious, but it's a very musky smell, but at the same time, it's not so intense that it would overpower stuff. It's just that kind of good smell that when you walk into the house, you can smell it lingering around. But again, since it is a soy candle, it is not going to attack your face with scent. It just kind of envelops the room. I love the bigger candles. There's a tin that is my absolute favorite, the big tin. Love this, but look, I mean, even the jar just looks so pretty. I even got the reed diffuser, and I keep this one in my bathroom because, I feel like for reed diffusers, I like to keep them in smaller rooms. It just smells so good. It just smells so good. If you're into musky smells, woodsy smells, try this one. I know they sell it in Anthropologie if you want to go and like smell it, but I would suggest buying it on Amazon because it is definitely more inexpensive and it is the genuine stuff. It is so heavenly. All right, so as promised, 2 cat things are left, and that's it. But this one, I had Tim take some footage of me using this for the first time because I was definitely influenced to purchase this as well because I saw one of my friends that had gotten this and she posted a link and I was like, you know what, I need to freaking try it. So this is the ChomChom Roller, and it is just a roller for your furniture or for your carpets or things like that where it picks up cat hair. So we have a roller on the back and it does flip like this. And then on the front here, we have a little area that pops open, and this is where all of the dust, the hair, the fur, everything is collected, and it makes for really easy cleanup, okay? It sounded kind of too good to be true, but we do have very few stairs. I think we have like 10 stairs total in the house, and they're the only area of the house that is carpeted, and I kept noticing they were looking really dingy, so I was like, maybe this will be something I can do in between getting them deep cleaned by like, a steamer or things like that. I was not prepared. Y'all, I freaking love this thing. Oh my God. I have used it on those stairs many times, but I've also used it on the boys' cat tree, and it just picks up all of the junk, all of the fur that would normally be going all over the house. And it's just like jammed in those fabrics. It makes everything look good as new. I was shocked by how good the stairs looked when I was finished with them and how good the cat tree looked when I was finished with it. This has been amazing. What this also picks up is my hair. I talked about this just a minute ago, but like I shed. I don't realize how much I shed, but I do shed. And it was all over the stairs. Picked all of that right up. Makes for the easiest cleanup ever. It's amazing. If you have pets, I highly suggest. And this very last thing is going to seem like a weird thing, but we had this in our old house. We had one of them, and we bought a second one for this house, and we freaking love it. So it is a piece of, I'm just going to call it litter box furniture. What it is basically a large cabinet that you can put the cat's litter box in. It has a very large opening for them. You can open it in the front to clean the litter box, but what it does is it really just kind of secludes things. It secludes smells a bit, and it secludes also like my cats and also Spooky, my old cat. They like to kick litter everywhere out of the box, and this keeps it kind of contained in this area, but it is plenty big enough for them to be standing up, to move around, to do whatever they need to do. I've seen some litter box furniture that was so small, and I'm like, that's borderline animal abuse. But with this one, I have watched them both fit in there and use the bathroom at the same time. It's weird to me when they do it. Like, would you go and just like take a dump right next to your brother? I personally wouldn't, but they've done it, and this allows them to do whatever they want to do, but it keeps things kind of clean, and also it just keeps things nice looking. I've had several people that have come over and been like, where do you keep your cat's litter boxes? And I'm like, oh, it's actually right in front of you. I just really like those. Again, we do have 2 of those, and the cats like them too. There's no uncomfortableness with them going in or out. As they get older, if they start to have problems like with arthritis or things like that, it's still very low to the ground, which is nice. So it's not like some litter boxes also where they're jumping over. This keeps the litter contained. It keeps the smell contained. It's just amazing. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I personally love watching Amazon favorites because Amazon does make it really easy to just grab stuff and be able to get it quickly into your hands. And there's just so many like weird convenient stuff. Like seriously, I didn't think I'd have a video where I'd be talking about my favorite luxurious scent alongside something that makes really good medium boiled eggs alongside a vacuum cleaner, but here we are. But these are my favorites. If you've used any of these, let me know down below, or let me know your most recent Amazon finds that you are loving in the comments down below. I love hearing about that. Share it with everybody else so we can all be addicted together. But that's it. If you enjoyed this video, I would love if you give a thumbs up. That always helps out my channel. Everything I talked about is going to be linked in the description box down below. Those will be affiliate links. So if you do decide to purchase any of these items and you shop through those links, I really appreciate it. It means so much to me and it helps out so much. You all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all GlitterFallout. And as always, and forever, you are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.